Hello and welcome to a StreamLine tutorial. Today we're going to be going over how to find movies. So first off, before we begin, let's go ahead and take a look at StreamLine's website. It's just streamlinetv.com. Here you'll find things like how to activate your StreamLine box, how to update the movie section, basic troubleshooting, how-to guides, all kinds of things. If you go over to support and select the model that you have, you can find all kinds of great support on what to do for basic troubleshooting, as well as a quick video on how to do some troubleshooting. And of course, if you're still having trouble after you do the troubleshooting, you can go over to the support tab and fill this out, and you can contact support. If you go to the how-to section, which is probably how you found this video, this is where you can find other how-to guides, such as how to find movies and TV shows, which is where this particular video is. So let's go ahead and also keep in mind, if you scroll down, you can find links to our YouTube channel as well as our Facebook page. Our Facebook community is very active. You can ask questions there and you can find all kinds of news and updates. Our YouTube channel is just youtube.com/StreamLine TV, and here you can find different playlists going over different aspects of things such as troubleshooting, activating, or updating, as well as a whole lot of different videos on all types of different things. And keep in mind, we will go ahead and delete these videos and replace them with new ones, such as you can see the troubleshooting video is only a week old. So if we see something that needs to be updated in them, we'll go ahead and do so. So all of that said, let's go ahead and head into the box and go into the movie section. So the first thing that I'd like to point out is when you're on the movie section or any of the other tabs, we go in order of what works best to what works not quite as good as those things. These are all the shortcuts. So we only have room for 10 things to be on the shortcut list. So they do change from time to time, and some things will get better and others will fall down the list. So as of the last pack, which was from June at the time of this filming, the second one was Exodus, and Covenant did not exist on this list. However, Covenant is actually replacing Exodus. As you go down the list, the first one you'll try is Elysium, then Covenant, Exodus, or whatever ends up being here. So if at the time of viewing this video you don't see Exodus anymore, it doesn't exist anymore. Sorry, it went away and it's been replaced. And who knows, when you're seeing this, maybe something else is up here. So don't get hooked on any one particular app. There are many different ones to choose from, and some things will actually end up being in the video add-ons section. So if you actually go over to System and go to the end of this list, you'll see video add-ons. And when you go down in here, you can find many things listed that you would not see in the shortcuts, just because they're not as good as the 10 items that we currently have listed. I just went to the left to the little flyout menu and changed it to thumbnail view so I can see the pictures of these different things. So that's how you find things that are not in the shortcuts. So let's go ahead and go over to movies, and we can check out Elysium. So again, we're just clicking on the very first one, and then we'll go over to the next one after that if we don't like what we find here. So you can go into movies, and you can see right there it's also got TV shows. So this is good for movies and TV shows. In fact, if you went over to the TV shows tab, you would see Elysium listed there as well. So you can see things like in progress, featured, populars. Populars is basically what's trending. Other add-ons may say things like trending movies or people watching for other people are currently watching those, stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on populars on this one. If you go all the way down to the bottom, you can find search, and you can actually do searches for movies. So this is showing up in a list fashion. So if I'd like to see those thumbnails, I can go over to the left, click on this a couple of times until I see thumbnails, and now I can see all of these. And so from here I can go ahead and go down this list and see things that are popular. And by the way, if you see something that doesn't have an icon, if you go back up to the top and just click on this up arrow and then go back to it again, and now I scroll down and I can see that it has an icon. It's been refreshed. So I'm going to scroll down this list and see if I see something that I want to watch. And right now I'm looking for Boss Baby. And I don't see it on the first page, so I'm going to go over to the second page. Alright, so now here we are on the second page. And I'm just going to scroll down. And I don't see that listed. So rather than keep going page by page, I'm going to go back to the main movies menu and go down to search, Boss Baby. There it is. Okay, so I found it here. So I've got some nice HD ones here at the top. I'm just going to go ahead and select the first one. And there it is. So now let's do the same thing in the next one. So we go to spot number 2 there, which is Covenant at this time. Go into movies. And this time I'm going to go to people watching, which is the same as popular or trending movies. Alright, and then I just go down the list here, and there's Boss Baby. And this part normally takes about 30 seconds, by the way, the search here. And so after 30 seconds, it's going to go ahead and present us with the list. And you can see there's just a bunch of HD ones there, and you can just select from the list and it will start playing. And there it is. So that's how you do a search. That's how you just look at what's popular. It works the same in Exodus and Specto and Salts. There's a couple of other ones off to the right here. M4U is actually a really nice one too. It's just not the most reliable always. So it stays on the list, but it's over near the end. And then I'll just go to most viewed. And so there's a list of all the most viewed movies that are currently listed in M4U. And so on this one, this is a one-click play, so you would actually just go over and click on something and it would start playing. So let's go ahead and go back and take one final look at something. So I'm going to go over to Covenant. You could easily go to any of the other ones, and I'm going to go to Movies, and instead of looking at what other people are watching or what's trending, I'm going to go all the way down to Search, and I will type in why not Independence Day. Seeing as it is July and we're having our Independence Day or Independence Month special this month. So here's Independence Day, the original one from 1996. Here's the newer one from 2016. So if I wanted to watch the old one, I could just go ahead and click on that. And after the 30 seconds, there's the list of all the different ones. And I just go ahead and, again, just click on one and it will start playing. So that's how that works. It's a pretty simple thing to do as long as your internet is working, and if your internet is not working very well or you're having issues with the Wi-Fi connecting and giving you good speeds, then I would highly recommend going over and watching our video on troubleshooting Wi-Fi. And if you're trying to watch TV shows, do keep in mind that you can get to the same things if they're listed here. So this Exodus, this Covenant, and this Elysium are the exact same things as they are here. So if I go over to TV shows and click on Covenant over here and then go to Movies, I'm going to see the exact same thing. It's just that those particular apps are just as good for watching TV shows as they are for movies. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions or problems, please take a look at our troubleshooting guides, take a look at our YouTube channel, and if you can't figure it out or you need some help, give us a contact on the website under the support tab and just open up a support ticket. Do keep in mind we do try to log all of our support calls so that we can do videos like this to try to help everybody and solve any problems or questions before multiple people ask them. And so that's why we have so many videos. It's a lot easier for someone to watch a video and say, oh, that's how you do it, than it is for somebody on the other end of a phone to say, oh, well, what do you see? And that's just located at StreamLineTV.com, which is, of course, on the bottom corner of your box. Happy streamlining.